Name's Miles, Daniel Miles, and this is the dunking of a hologram for the king. Alright, so let's break it down. A failed American businessman is sent out to Saudi Arabia to pitch a revolutionary new type of technology to its monarch. Okay, so let's break it down. This film is dull. It is tedious. It is plodding. It needed to be about 20 minutes longer. Let me explain. Tom Hanks is sent out to Saudi Arabia because he vaguely knows the cousin of the king and his company wants to sell some revolutionary gizmo to the king. And he's sort of stranded in Saudi Arabia. He's not got much to go back for, he's under pressure from his job, he's a man trapped and lost, and Tom Hanks is still Tom Hanks. He's still got the twinkle in his eye. He's not crumpled, he's not desperate enough. A role like this needed a man who is absolutely desperate and clinging on by his fingernails. Otherwise, we don't believe in the transformation. We don't believe in what happens to him because we don't believe that this is a man who's truly at his wit's end. The film starts with flights of fantasy, with Tom Hanks singing and being on roller coasters and surrounded by cartoon characters, and then the film discards it. So does this film have flights of fantasy or not? There's no suspense in the plot. You could work it out, I promise you, in about the first 7 minutes. And then you've got another hour and a half to sit through. And I think this film could have been more. It's adapted from a novel, which I've not read, but apparently it's uplifting and heartwarming. It's all about finding yourself and expanding your horizons, and none of that comes across. It's a 98-minute film that needed to be longer so that we could understand more about Hanks's character. The rest of the characters, they're all very one note. The comic relief isn't funny. There's random moments that don't make sense or go anywhere. It feels like a lot has been cut and trimmed. And I feel that if the film was longer, we would have more time to understand where Hanks's character is coming from, to empathise with him, to see him sort of fall into madness before starting to climb his way out. As it is, it's just land, collapse, rebuild. And I was bored stiff. I was bored to tears. And there's not even that much exploring of Saudi Arabia. There's a few sort of scenes set in villages, but not one frame of this was actually shot in Saudi Arabia. It was filmed in Morocco and Germany of all places. So the film lacks authenticity. Hell, even my mum, who loves this kind of nonsense, was absolutely bored stiff. The best bit for her was the soundtrack so that she can have a boogie with her friend in a completely empty auditorium. It's not the worst film because there is the gem of a good idea here. There are some good moments, and I did enjoy a few of the fantasy sequences, and I feel the film should have kept those and developed them more. As it is, this is a poor film. There are better fish out of water and Tom Hanks stories. There are moments about culture clash and Hanks coming up against laws in Saudi Arabia and him sort of either circumventing them or working within them, and it would have been nice. It's another wasted opportunity. So what's your favourite fish out of water story? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.